From the shadows, we tell stories the forest never meant to give back. Stories that call your name in your voice, that wait in the dark just behind the trees where even your echo won't follow. Hollow Creek has a history, and history doesn't whisper, it hunts. These aren't just stories, they're echoes. I'm Elias Vane, and if you've heard your name carried by the wind, you've already been marked. Like, subscribe, and don't follow the voices. It's not who you think it is. They called it a runaway. That's how Hollow Creek explains the vanishings now. Simple, digestible, even when the facts feel like splinters under the skin. Mira Elwood was 17, the kind of girl who never said much, but always seemed like she was hearing something the rest of us couldn't. She'd tilt her head when the wind passed through the trees, not like she was daydreaming, but listening, attentive, like something was calling. The last time anyone saw her was during the spring festival. Bonfires, music, laughter that didn't quite cover the unease. Mira was there, standing just at the edge of the clearing, watching the forest, wearing that red scarf her mother knit before she died. She was smiling, but not at anyone. Then she stepped past the tree line and didn't come back. They found the scarf, caught on a crooked pine limb, still warm. Elijah was her brother. 18, skeptical, stubborn in the way grief makes people reckless. He didn't believe in the forest stories, not really. But he believed in Mira. While the town moved on in its usual way, silence, denial, and one less plate at dinner, Elijah made a decision. The night after the festival, he packed a flashlight, a pocket knife, and wrapped Mira's scarf around his wrist like armor. Then he stepped into the woods. No search party, no prayer, just a name in his mouth and the forest swallowing the rest of him. The trees didn't rustle when he entered. They leaned in, and the ground stopped crunching beneath his boots. Everything around him, the insects, the breeze, even the smell of smoke from the bonfires, went still. It started slow, a pressure behind the ears, the kind of quiet that feels intentional, like something is holding its breath just to hear you better. Then, a whisper. Eli. Not shouted, not distant, just behind him, close enough to feel. He turned, flashlight trembling, but the beam caught nothing but bark and shadow. Eli, it's me. Same voice, Mira's voice, but stripped, hollow. He called out once, just once, and from deeper in the woods, something answered in perfect mimicry. Come find me. The forest bent around him, guiding his steps. Every path curved toward a structure no map ever showed. A chapel, sunken into the earth, swallowed by roots, its steeple broken, windows bricked shut from the inside. Locals call it the Hollow Heart. No one remembers who built it, but some say it wasn't built at all. It grew. Elijah stepped inside. The air was wet and heavy. Candles along the stone walls flared to life without touch. Not warm, just awake. Pews lined the walls, carved with names, some familiar, others impossibly old. Names etched over each other like something was running out of space. At the very front, Mira, freshly carved, still bleeding sap. It stepped from behind the altar, and for one brief second, Elijah thought it was her. Same hair, same height, same tilt of the head. But then it looked up. Its eyes were wide, too wide. The pupils didn't track, and when it smiled, it did so with a sound like joints being twisted the wrong way. "You're late," it said in Mira's voice. But I waited. She waited too, until she stopped being yours. More figures moved in the corners, thin, pale, some still wearing faces they hadn't earned. Elijah didn't speak. He ran, and the trees made room for him. They found him just before sunrise, kneeling by the old well on the town's edge. His lips were blue, his eyes unfocused. In his hands, the red scarf, blackened now, crispy at the edges like it had been singed by invisible fire. He didn't speak, didn't blink when they took him home. And though he never returned to the forest, he began walking every night, just to the edge, just far enough to hear the wind. Some say he's still listening, for her, or for the thing that learned her voice. Woods don't steal, they trade. A voice for a memory, a face for a name. And if you're not careful, your grief for something that wears it. The forest doesn't lie, it whispers. And if you listen long enough, you'll start to recognize your own name in the dark. I'm Elias Vane. And if you've heard it, don't follow it. Like, subscribe, and whatever you do, don't look back.